episode of Over the Top Rope. It's your boy, Jared, JB, aka Mr. Steal Your Dibs, the only Mr. Steal Your Dibs, and my guy on the other side of me. Yeah, here we go. The one, the only, Tantilizing Tony 11. What's going on, my brother?
Finally, I get my set where everybody can see my tantalizer sign when I put my arms out. So there we go.
Hey, and then I get my set. You see my 4 world championship belts that matches
Listen,
my 4 world championships in Taekwondo also. Four.
listen, bro.
And me being a 4 horseman now also, you know.
That's right. That's right. It all correlates together.
That's right.
It all correlates together. Hey, listen, Jared. I don't know what was on your agenda exactly today, but I wanted to talk about two things. And honest to God, they're like very important. And one of them is wrestling related, and one of them is not wrestling related.
Okay.
You mind if I digress?
Go ahead, sir.
All right, listen, everybody. First of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Thanks for coming to Over the Top Rope with my host, JB Jared, Mr. Steal Your Dibs, the only Mr. Steal Your Dibs, Jared Boyd. And I am the
Right.
boy, the tantalizing one, Tony the bus driver, Tony Levin. So listen, two things I want to talk about. And we don't talk politics here.
Right.
We don't. But today I'm going to say something. And I'm going to tell you why. I know a lot of people in MVS, or a few, whatever the case may be, are former service people or veterans, right? And what I want to say is this: no matter who you vote for, no matter what your party affiliation is, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Tea Party, whatever you are, that's your choice, and God bless you. We can always agree to disagree on certain issues. So, Republican, oh shit! Democrat, hold up, my volume's up on my other one.
Turn it down.
I'm trying to get our thing over to another station. Oh shit!
Yeah. But just turn your volume down on it. That's all. Turn your volume down on it. There you go.
Kira, come get my volume down on this and bring it back. Sorry, guys. So, what I want to say is, everybody knows my disdain for the person in the White House right now, and I'm not gonna go for the I'm not gonna go for the tirade. But I want to tell everybody out there who has lost a family member, or if you lost a limb, if you have traveled overseas, even if you were just in the National Guard or the Army Reserve and you never saw action, you are not a loser and you are not a sucker. Okay? For everybody who has served, if your family has served, thank you for your service. Thank them for their service. We all in this together. Anybody who wants to create division by saying that you're a loser or a sucker for joining the service or for giving your life for the country that we live in, so is a piece of trash to me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yo, in November 3rd, no matter what you think, your vote matters. I don't care if you think Joe Biden's the sleepiest dude on earth, if he's whatever. Guess what? I'd rather have a sleepy, mistake-filled, inarticulate old dude in the White House than have this piece of trash in the White House who puts down service people. Forget about everything else I think he's done wrong. Today should be the day you say to yourself, you know what? Maybe for 4 years I can vote another direction because that's going to respect our service people in this world today. That's number one. You want to touch on that, Jared, real quick at all?
I totally agree with you. When I read that this morning, I was like, man, how, man, the people that protect this country, that fight for us. How can you sit there and call them losers and suckers? I was at a loss for words, So I totally agree with you.
That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna just say this without going off on a tangent, okay? I'm gonna talk about this page specifically, MVS Roundtable. I'm so proud to be part of this group because of the people I've met and because of the community that you all have built and the people that's come on afterwards have helped add to. I really feel like I'm one of the cornerstones of MVS. I might not have been here from the beginning, But I think in the 5 years I have been here, I've contributed. I've put some good content up, and I think every time you'll see me at WrestleMania, you'll say, "Yo, where's Tony?" So I feel
Yeah,
like I'm part of the family. And
definitely.
when you're family, you can tell the truth, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real. There's a lot of people on this page that get butt hurt very easily. There's a lot of people on this page that are inappropriate towards the females in this group, and there's a few. What I'm saying is this: this is a wrestling community. It's a friend community. It's supposed to be family. Under no circumstances should we disrespect any women, push our, anything we want to push on them. It's very simple. If you like a chick or girl, to send her a quick message. Hey, listen, can I talk to you? Is it cool if I inbox you or whatever the case may be? But the disrespect thing, none of us gonna stand for. The real people in this group. And I'm not an admin. I'm not in charge, but I am who I am. If I personally ever find out that anybody has disrespected any chick in this group, don't let me see you at an event. Because trust me, I'm the one dude that will get the name, figure out where you are, and I will personally fuck you up.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you're saying. I'm a part of this group, MVS. I love this group. It's family, like you said. I'm an admin, and I might not see everything, due to my schedule of working and running a karate school. I'm not gonna see it, but I am an admin, and I do agree with what Tony says, and I'm sure the number one admin, Trohan and Mike Bradley, would agree, and the other admin, Brandon Frazier, would agree. And with that being said, any disrespect towards women in this group, y'all out of here. Straight up. That's what it's going to be. You're going to be banned from MVS. We're not going to play that type of stuff. We're not going to tolerate it. And we're going to nip it in the bud immediately. So Tony sees it. Let me know. Show it to me. All that good stuff. We will take care of that. Trust me. We've done it to others who've been here trolling, like Jay Washington. Took care of that. We're going to take care of this too. And that being said,
I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Before I forget, because I'm old. On the Jay Washington note, I'm gonna tell you a story when you get a chance. We talk about Jay Washington because I called him out on a show on Collider Video live in a live stream and texted him. If you ever mess with MVS, you mess with the wrong ones, bro.
We get to that. We get to that a little later. We can get to that a little later. Definitely. All right. Let's move on with the show. All right. We are going to start off with the pay-per-view that was held on Saturday night, AEW All Out. And giving it a thumbs down. And there are a lot of people that gave that pay-per-view a thumbs down. But I'm going to start off with this. Matt Hardy was just hurt a couple weeks ago in a bad spot with Sammy Guevara, the Spanish guy. He has a match with Sammy Guevara again, and he hits his head on concrete. Not the ring with pad and then the boards. No, we're talking about concrete. They stopped the match. Supposedly gave him a concussion test that he supposedly passed, and then start the match again, but do a quick finish with him winning because they had him apparently winning. I don't care about no quick finish or whatever. This man hit his head on concrete. Stop the match immediately, end it, name Sammy the winner. I don't care. Right then and there, that showed me that safety in AEW is not the number one priority. Right there. Matt Hardy's wife has every right to be upset with what happened. And I think Matt Hardy is still in the hospital. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was getting CT scans and MRIs on his head at the hospital. I don't care about passing no concussion test when you hit concrete. Concrete. There's no pad in your head like a helmet. It's your head and concrete. Right then and there, the extra went up, stopped the match. Safety first. Safety is the first and major thing at every job. With me, where I work, and whatever, sports, NFL, NBA, MLB, sports entertainment, safety has to be first. That match should have been stopped right there immediately. It should not have gone on, even for a quick finish. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should come out and apologize for that crap. I mean, man, safety. Go, Tony.
This goes to show you the inexperience of Tony Khan and why you can't just have a lot of money and buy something and then think you can do it because you saw somebody else do it. There's certain protocols that go into effect when you're dealing with athletes, especially now with the CTE problems. Concussion protocol is the number one priority in all the sports. Number one. That match should have been stopped, like you said, right there. And I hate to give Vince McMahon any credit, but ever since Owen Hart fell from the top of the rafters, Vince McMahon has been pretty safe, if you ask me, with aspects of trying to make sure if anybody gets hurt in the ring, they put the sign up. It's funny that it's a DX sign, too. They put the sign up, and they stop the match right there. So now, here's what's crazy about this. Matt Hardy leaves WWE because they, marginalized him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They wanted to downsize him and put him in NXT as a trainer and help out NXT, whatever. And he left because he still wanted to wrestle.
Right.
This is the problem. When you get a certain age, you can't work that ring like you used to. I'm not saying you can't wrestle. What I'm saying is you can't wrestle a full schedule and do the things that you did when you were 25 and now you're 45. No matter how good you are.
Right.
The best wrestler in the world ages out.
Yeah.
Some later than others. Could The Rock still get back in the ring today? Yeah, of course he could. He could have a couple good matches. He can't do no full schedule.
Correct.
Neither can Triple H,
Correct.
as you can see. Neither can Undertaker, as you can see. When you hit that 40-year-old mark, depending on your health and your conditioning, you have to use your mind. You have to use your head. Say, okay, is this good for me? So, yes, Tony Khan is at fault. AEW officials are at fault. That goes to Matt and Jeff. I mean Matt and
Matt Hardy and
Matt Jackson's.
Oh, the Young Bucks. Yes.
The Bucks, as well as Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And all the old timers backstage. Tully, Jake, Arn, Jim Ross, all of them should have got on the team.
Dean Malenko.
Who?
Dean Malenko, Billy Gunn.
Yep. They should have got on the MP and said, yo, stop this match right now. Someone should have came out and be like, yo, that's it, he's done.
Yes.
On a live pay-per-view, you stop a match and then you continue it. The best thing would be a storyline reason to be like, yo, match over. You could work that into a storyline down the road. This guy hits his head on concrete. Bruh. It's career threatening.
Right.
For nothing.
Totally agree with you. I hope they learn from this. They got to. Because that's a bad look. Because all these guys have been in this industry for years. Multiple years. Cody's daddy is Dusty Rhodes. You know Cody was on the road with Dusty at times. So he learned from his dad. And like we said, you got Dean Malenko, Billy Gunn, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, all these guys, these head guys of AEW. They know better. This man hit his head on concrete. I mean, man. So what if he passed the freaking concussion test? You don't know if he got bleeding in the brain or whatever. You don't know. You got to put the safety first. And, I pray Matt Hardy is okay and he comes back from this, But with that being said, hopefully they learn from this. Learn from it. And do not make this mistake again. That was just horrible that they did not stop that match.
it shows you the inexperience that they have and the lack of professionalism. That this thing ain't easy running a company like this.
Right.
And this is a perfect example. They're not ready. And I've said this from day one. I don't care what wrestlers you have on that show. If everything isn't good from the top down, it's not going to work. And there are definite problems. Don't get me wrong. Their heart's in the right place. And,
Yeah.
and they're trying to put on some good content. But it's not just about that. There's so many different items of criteria you got to fill out to make sure the show runs without a hitch. And if a hitch does happen, that you're ready to deal with that on the spot. And they showed you there. They dropped the ball. They're not ready. And this is my main problem with AEW. I told you I can't get into it because I can't watch a product that's not established in the fact that it's professional enough that's going to draw me in. Because every time I see something, it looks so unprofessional to me and so amateur. If I want to, I wrestle. I've had some backyard shows that I've been involved in that run better than AEW, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Hopefully, they'll learn from this and move on. Not move on, but learn from it and do better, I should say. We going on to the next topic. We saw Jon Moxley defeat MJF to retain his AEW World Championship. And before I go on, Trohan has chimed in. He says they won't learn from it. It's going to be swept up under the rug after Wednesday. Tro, I hope not, bro. I hope they learn from it, bro. You got to be a professional. You got to take your bumps. You got to admit to the mistakes you make. So hopefully they do learn from it. So Jon Moxley defeated MJF to retain the AEW World Championship. I really thought that MJF was going to win this championship. Really wanted to see to me, the number one heel in all of wrestling be a world champion. Because he is really hated by a lot of people, a lot of fans. But that didn't happen. Jon Moxley is still the world champion. Tony, I ask you, all right, with all the talent we have seen on AEW, and Jon Moxley is on a big run as the world champion of that company, is there anyone that you could think of that can dethrone Jon Moxley as world champion?
I find it quite amazing that the last two AEW champions are former WWE champions.
Right.
So it goes to show you that they must not have so much confidence in their own talent because, Matt Hardy, ex-WWE, Moxley, Jericho, not to mention the commentaries. And of course you bounce around in wrestling, it happens.
Yeah.
But the main people, the main storylines are ex-WWE guys. So to lock that into the question, can Moxley be dethroned? Yeah, I feel he will be dethroned by another WWE guy because I don't see anybody who's going to beat him that's got any kind of gravitas to level up to his star power. Whether it's Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, whatever the case may be, the guy's over. Everybody loves him. And who's on his level popularity-wise? Who do you get? Now MJF, yes, great heel, and on the level of hate as Moxley is on popularity. But would you really believe MJF is the world champion? Would you really believe it? Is it believable? And that's what you have to go and look into is the believability factor. Would you believe MJF could go over to WWE and be the champ there? And that's what you got to realize. Everyone's going to always compare who the AEW champion is compared to the WWE champion or the Universal champion. That's going to always be a fact because we do it. It's human nature.
Right.
You can never be world champion in WWE. And I'm telling you, that's in the back of their mind. So I don't know who's going to dethrone him unless, I don't know. I don't know who's going to. I think they're going to keep like I told you, when he beat Jericho, he was going to keep the title for a while to establish the championship. Did I say that?
We both said that.
Now? 5 months, 6 months?
Yeah.
So like I said, you might go into the to the new year as champion until they can build somebody big enough to get on his level. You got a lot of guys. Only guy I see taking it is a heel Kenny Omega. Only one. because he's the only one that has the star power from Japan, and everybody knows him. And if he went to WWE today, he could be world champion.
Oh, without a doubt.
So Kenny Omega's the only guy who's taking it from him.
Well, I don't know who can dethrone him. And I was thinking about Adam Page and Kenny Omega due to what happened in the tag team match that we'll get into next. That's the only two. We've already seen Moxley and Omega wrestle in AEW. We already saw it. So, but you think of other names like Lance Archer, Brody Lee, Cody's out on break doing a movie or TV series. I mean, who else? There's nobody else to even think of to challenge this guy. Nobody else. So, I mean, you have to start building up someone within your roster to challenge Jon Moxley. I don't know, but if I got to pick, due to what happened in that tag team match, I think eventually I'm going to say Adam Page or Kenny Omega. That's just me. I don't see anybody else that can come there and do it as of right now. That's how I feel.
Of course, I agree with you on the Kenny Omega thing because I'm the one that picked it, of course. And of course, as usual, you piggyback on what I say. I mean, I understand. But anyway.
There you go.
Adam Page, I don't know, bro. I think the verdict's out on him, man. I don't know if he's world-class material. You know, I think his...
Come on now. Come on. Adam Page? Come on.
I don't see it, bro. To me, he's mid-card status, you know, at best. Like, really.
You know, they said the same thing about Shawn Michaels at one time.
I never did. You know,
I never did either, but others did. Yeah.
Yeah, people just say Shawn was mid-card, but that you gotta realize something. The 90s are different than now, bro.
That's true.
I don't believe Adam. Okay, I'll put it to the test. You do believe Kenny Omega could be WWE champion, correct? Or Universal, correct?
Correct.
Could Adam Page?
I'll say this. If Adam Page was to go to WWE within about 3 or 4 years, probably so. But going there now, probably US or Intercontinental.
And that's my point. So if you're not on that upper echelon as an AJ Styles, I'm sorry to hear this, say it right, as a Roman Reigns, as a Brock Lesnar, as a Drew McIntyre, as a Seth Rollins, you know, you got to always do comparisons. I know it sucks, but that's how wrestling is. Could a WWE superstar go to AEW champion? I can name a million of them. They could.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
I can name the mid-card WWE guys that could be Big E could be AEW World Champion.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Adam Page would just get lost in the shuffle in WWE, which makes you think, could he carry the AEW title? Is he going to bring fans in? Is he going to bring people in? Is he going to put asses in the seats when people get back into the stands? No, but Omega will. Omega versus Moxley is a money match. It's happened already, but they beat the living crap out of each other with people in the seat. And Omega has a very unorthodox style, a very Japanese strong style, where people would like, wow, this is some good shit right here. This is some good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't. I think the only person is Omega. I don't get me wrong. I think Adam Page is good. I just don't think he's on the level of an Omega or Moxley.
Okay, I can respect it. I'm an Adam Hangman Page fan myself, you know, but I can respect what you're saying. I can see what you're talking about. And we're going to move on. And one of the belts just fell. You saw me ducking move out the way so quick.
Somebody's cashing in. Live TV, everybody.
Oh, boy. Yes, indeed.
That's the reflex right there.
Yeah, I'm gone. Don't worry, I'm going to fix you later. You're going to be up there, just like everybody else. All right. So, FTR, also known as the Revival, they showed up, and in a short time already, are tag team champions. They defeated Hangman and Omega. So, it's a two-part question. I'll ask you first. Do you think FTR got the belts too quick?
Nope.
He says no. Why?
They should have came in day one and got the titles because they got, like I said, we're using this word today, the gravitas. They got the lineage. NXT Tag Team Champions, WWE Tag Team Champions. They are the best team going today.
Mm-hmm.
They should have been brought in and title shot right away, just because who they were. I don't think it was too early. It's too late. It's just too slow. But now we got them rolling, and now let's give them a title run. And I find it quite funny that all the champions are ex-WWE champions. Moxley, Brody Lee, and FTR. All former WWE champions, as in Intercontinental and World Tag Team champions.
And we're talking just the men's, not the women's for AEW. So you're fine with them coming in, getting the belts that quick over the talent already at AEW in regards to the Young Bucks who haven't held the belts yet, in regards to Private Party, in regards to Best Friends, to name a couple tag teams. You okay with FTR hopping right in?
Yeah, because I'll tell you what.
Not even having a feud with the Young Bucks first. See who the best tag team, and then getting a title shot.
It's better to have FTR as champion. You notice Young Bucks have played it very smart. They haven't been champions yet in AEW.
Not at all.
They're running the show. They're part of the executive part of the show, right?
That's correct.
So it's right for business.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you go against as champions? If the Young Bucks are the best tag team today, but they don't have a title, right?
Right.
Now the hottest tag team that's coming from WWE has the title. What do you think the next big feud is? Now you get Young Bucks versus FTR. So I think it's perfect. Best Friends don't deserve. Listen, this company's not even a year old yet. So for people who deserve titles, it's no deserve. It's you put yourself over to get those titles. And to me, Paige and Omega were great champions. FTR beat two great wrestlers.
Yeah.
Two great tag team champions. And now, with this great heel persona that FTR has, as they always did, they're going to run rush out of everybody. Who else to stop them except the Young Bucks? It's money. They're setting it up the right way. In the aspects of wrestling, they're doing the right thing, storyline-wise. So, yeah, listen. In wrestling, guess what? Whoever's over, who's over, and if you're getting passed over, it's your fault you're getting passed over. Put yourself over to get yourself in that tag team title picture.
Okay.
No sympathy for people to get passed over. It's like if The Rock and me are in WWE and they say, well, Rock's going to have the main event of WrestleMania. What am I going to say? Wait a minute. Why is it The Rock? I've been in 10 years. He's a fucking Rock.
Right. Okay. FTR has held the NXT tag team belts, Raw tag team belts, and the SmackDown tag team belts, making them the first team to hold all three belts and the AEW tag team belts. Now, in regards to Hangman and Omega, I think that's the next feud that's about to happen. Okay? We saw Kenny Omega just walk out with Adam Page laying in the middle of the ring. We've seen the problems within the Elite. And we saw Kenny Omega go to the Young Bucks after the match said that he's done. And he and the Young Bucks left the arena, leaving Adam Page by himself. So, yes, there's problems within the Elite. There's been problems. But right now, I think it's time for Kenny Omega and Adam Page to have a feud. And I think it's the right time for it to happen. Be a hell of a match. And I think this is what's going to start Kenny Omega's push toward the AEW World Championship. What do you say?
Like I was saying, and forgive me, it's Labor Day, so I got stuff going on in the background. You know, Mr. Come here. Always wants his limelight. Come on. Always wants his limelight, so say hi. Hi. There we go. Kenny Omega definitely, like I said, is going to be. I got technical difficulties. Kenny Omega's definitely the guy that deserves that top tier world title number one contender spot. Um, I hope we do see a good feud between Paige and Omega.
Yeah.
I hope we do. I hope they don't find someone to mess it up. But I'm excited about. This is the thing. I'm only excited about a couple of things at AEW, and Paige versus Omega's one, and FTR versus Young Bucks the other. Everything else, I have no investment in.
Okay. Understandable.
I can't elaborate too much because I told you AEW is not the company I watch. It's
right,
not,
I know.
And listen, I know we do a show about wrestling, but
yep.
to me, you got to be able to draw me in.
Got to draw your interest, right? I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So we're gonna talk about one more thing in regards to AEW and move on to Monday Night Raw. The Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. Chris Jericho has done everything in the wrestling business, and I can't commend him enough for putting over, John Moxley, who's the biggest star for the company, and then the guy that is over so much, within the company, Orange Cassidy, putting him over. There's nothing else that Chris Jericho can obtain. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. He's one of the greatest of all time. Putting people over is pretty much the only thing he can do. Yeah, he might get another title run. Yeah, he'll get some more wins. But the lesser talent right now, Orange Cassidy, putting him over, you got to commend Chris Jericho for that. Because, Chris Jericho easily say, I'm Chris Jericho. I'm not putting him over. I'm going to win. He doesn't do that. He thinks of the business first. He thinks about the business. So you got to commend Chris Jericho for that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what else can you do at this point in your career except put people over, put the young guys over? I mean, to me, everybody loves Orange Cassidy. I think he's overrated, if you ask me.
I don't like the gimmick. That's just me. I don't like his gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's cool in the beginning. It's cool. It's funny, But now, come on, man. Hands in the pocket. All right. Good luck. Good luck with that. Put your hands in your pocket against a fight against me. See what happens to you.
Right. Exactly.
I'm punching your jaw. And I can imagine. I'll do business, but if some promoter tells me, "Oh, listen, man, whole match, Cassidy keep his hands in his pocket and he's going over," I'm like, "The fuck, he's not." I'm not losing no guy with his hands in his pocket.
I would feel the same way.
So I mean, God bless Chris Jericho. As much as people might disagree with him on a lot of things because of his mouth and because of what he says.
Right.
But you know what? Everybody thinks that you got to be so beholden to WWE once you leave. People worried about, is Jericho going to make it to Hall of Fame now because everything he says? And you think he gives a shit?
No, he doesn't. Not at all.
I commend him, but like you said, what else? Excuse me for messing my life. What else can Jericho do?
Yep.
Except put people over. So
that's it.
God bless him.
No doubt.
Another feud that to me was,
true.
AEW does not have enough mainstream stars that you could make a. Is there an earthquake over there? I know New Orleans has some weather problems. You got earthquakes too.
Live TV.
You're a champion, baby. Don't feel bad. I got all kind of lighting issues over here.
I know how. Oh man. Okay. Nah. I know I got to do to fix it though. I know what I got to do to fix it. Don't worry. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's go to Monday Night Raw. Okay. We saw Randy Orton become the number one contender for the WWE Championship. All right. He's going to face Drew McIntyre once again. I think this time, Tony, with Drew being injured from those 3 punches to the head, I really think that belt's coming off this time. And it's going to the Legend Killer.
Yeah, it's going to probably go to the Legend Killer and go straight to Keith Lee.
Hey, Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm with it. I'm with it. I don't have no problem with it. I still think Drew is going to get his moment at WrestleMania, though, in front of fans, if it happens.
September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So that means in 7 months, they've got to take the title from Drew. And if it goes on Randy, what happens with Edge?
Hey, that's all in the storyline, maybe.
You know?
We know Edge coming back eventually.
So I don't know. I'm glad I don't know what's going on. I'm glad I can't figure this one out. It's kind of hard to forget the WWE title picture right now, especially the Smackdown title. We figure out what's going on. The Raw title, which is the WWE title, it's kind of hard to figure out which way they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Because Drew might hold it, and they might just have Keith Lee go against Drew. They got history too, so could go either way. But I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, me too. I am. I'm very excited. I think Randy gets the belt, in my opinion, but we shall see. Also, we saw the breakup of the Iconics. We saw that, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think Peyton Royce can be a better solo performer than a tag team with Billy Kay. I really think so. I've said in the past the Iconics were. I've said it 1,000 times. Even some people came like, "Oh, come on, JB, man, you tripping?" Nah, I wasn't tripping. But I think Peyton Royce has worked hard and has gotten better. And I think even Vince and the creative team sees that and might try to give her a push. I can't say so much for Billy Kay, but I think they're going to try to give Peyton Royce some type of push. What do you say?
I think that's their plan to push Peyton Royce. I think this spells doom and gloom for Billy Kay.
Mm-hmm.
I see her get released within the next 6 months.
Oh, man.
I mean, because she's not, somebody you're going to really pay to watch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless she improves a lot.
Yeah.
The thing with Peyton Royce is she's got that fitness championship thing going on. She's mainstream, and Vince always likes the mainstream girls. Plus, she's easy on the eyes.
That's correct.
Not that Billy Kay's not pretty, but she's not in Peyton Royce's. It's sorry to say and talk, misogynistically, but it's just the truth. How Vince thinks if you're beautiful, you got a better shot.
Yeah.
Of being a good athlete. This is why they just threw a bone to Shayna and Nia, with the tag titles. I don't think Shayna never gonna be world champion, but we're going, because of her look, because of her so-called looks. That's what Vince does. Vince, if you look good, push you. So Peyton got it. If she can hone up her wrestling skills, she got a shot to You got enough women. You got enough women coming in now, especially the NXT women. Some of them coming up soon too. Well, they might have to get another women's world title, a Raw world title, and a SmackDown world title.
They got a Raw and a women in a SmackDown. Like,
I mean, like singles. I'm talking the singles.
Like add another singles to the women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe a secondary, like an IC, like a Intercontinental or US title. Because there's a lot of women now where, some of them deserve, you got people like Natalya who's still in the background, Naomi, Carmella, you got women coming up. I'm pretty sure Mia Yim's gonna come up soon.
Oh, definitely, because Keith Lee is up.
Yeah, so
okay. All right.
But Billy Kay,
go ahead.
Billy Kay?
Nah.
He's in trouble.
Moving on to the last segment about Raw. I was reading on Bleacher Report earlier today. And the guy says that MVP is hurting the Hurt Business and wrestling by being a manager that wrestles. I had to sit back for a second, bro. I had to sit back for a second. Because MVP has been the best thing going on Monday Night Raw. Talking wise, stable wise, I don't look at MVP as a manager. I look at MVP as the leader of a group like Shawn Michaels with DX, Bret Hart with the Hart Foundation, Hollywood Hogan with NWO, Ric Flair with the Four Horsemen. So I totally disagree with what this reporter said. MVP is not hurting any goddamn thing. Nothing at all. He's been nothing but gold. He's not a manager. He is a wrestler that leads a stable, that leads a faction. Plain and simple. So don't sit down and try to diminish what MVP has done for that company recently and what he's doing now to this day. Don't do that. That man's been gold.
So, in life, people have their opinions.
Correct.
And of course, you have to listen to their opinions, and you have to ask yourself, where is this coming from? And I hate to bring race into things, but let's keep this shit 100. Every time a black dude does something positive, somebody got to try to chop him down. You might agree, you might disagree. That's your right to agree or disagree. But I'm gonna put it to you like this. As you said, I will agree with you. You said everybody that's been in a faction has been a wrestler and a leader. Would you have said the same? They want to say, oh, he's messing it up. But I sure remember another group who was a leader and who was also a wrestler. In fact, there were two leaders of a group, and they were wrestlers. And they were the Nation of Domination. Farouk as the leader first, and then The Rock when he took over. It's funny that every time a black man's in charge and doing something, they got to always have something to say. And that's the way it is. I'm keeping it real. And yes, everything's about race. MVP being over 40, true. He ain't wrestling every day. There's no house shows. He's wrestling an 8-minute match, if that, on TV to build up the brand of the Hurt Business.
And other people he's going up against, Apollo Crews and all of them.
It ain't like he's hurting nobody or taking anybody's spot. MVP is a versatile person. And the reason why I'm trying to talk about it, because I know you know him personally, so I don't want people to think you're jaded because you know him.
Mm-hmm.
MVP is a very intellectual person, as we well know. I've spoken to him outside, and you know him as well.
Yeah.
He could do the mouthpiece gimmick. He could be the Bobby Heenan or the Paulie Heyman or the Grand Wizard. And he can be the Shawn Michaels or the Triple H or the Ric Flair. How are you hurting the business, the Hurt Business, by wrestling? That's perfect. One of your dudes get in trouble. Shelton Benjamin's in the ring, getting jumped. Oh, here comes MVP and Bobby Lashley to put the kibosh on you. Right?
That's correct.
What person said this? Was it Dave Meltzer? Who was it?
I'm trying to go back and see if I can find it.
Always these critics with these opinions that don't matter. How is one person hurting a faction by wrestling when it's only 3 people in the faction?
Correct.
I would get it if Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin were tag team champions. Yeah, he was, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man, get out of here. No, you don't see who it is?
Kevin Burge. Kevin Burge with Bleacher Report. Kevin Burge or Kevin Berge.
Exactly. Don't even know who that bum is. Tell his ass to get in the ring.
No, he ain't gonna do that.
So no,
Get
MVP is
destroyed.
not hurting the hurt business by wrestling. In fact, he's building it up and making it legitimate.
Hands down. Hands down. That's it. Moving on to NXT. We saw a fatal 4-way, 60-minute Iron Man match. And the ending didn't shock and surprise you. I don't know what else could. But there were some people who had mixed reactions to it. Some didn't like it. Some did like it. We had a tie in that matchup. Finn Balor having 2 pins. Then Adam Cole getting the second pin on Finn Balor within the last 10 seconds by barely beating the last second of the clock. Adam Cole and Finn Balor will face off tomorrow night, one fall, for the NXT Championship. I'm going to go first. I was one of the ones that liked it. I liked it. Why did I like it? Because I've been waiting to see Adam Cole versus Finn Balor. Been waiting. So a dream match of mine is coming true. Now, would I still would have liked it being somebody else? Yeah, definitely. Never saw a tie with more than 2 people. I mean, we saw it with Brett and Shawn, and they had to go into overtime. You know, that was a pay-per-view. This was on regular TV. So if it was on like a takeover, I'm sure they would have went into overtime with just those 2 guys. But you set up the matchup that I think not only myself want to see, but a lot of people probably been waiting to see. And then you got to go back in time, man. Bullet Club. Finn Balor, known as Prince Devitt. He was a leader of Bullet Club. Adam Cole was a so-called leader. Him and Kenny Omega, they were back and forth about who's the leader. Adam Cole. Oh man, this match will be too sweet. Come tomorrow night. Can't wait. What you got, brother?
So let's go back a few months to when Finn Balor debuted. Who was NXT champion at that time? Was it Adam Cole, baby? So, as I said a couple weeks ago, it looks like they were dropping the ball on Finn, and if they didn't get him in the title picture, it's a bust. What a coinky dink that now the NXT Championship is set up with Adam Cole versus Finn Balor for the vacant NXT title. No matter what happens, both guys look strong because nobody technically loses the title. We all know Finn's going to win it because Adam's not getting this. This was the plan from day one to get the title to Finn Balor somehow. And we probably would have seen Finn versus Karrion, but they had to change it.
Yeah.
As for the actual match, everybody looks strong because they get a pinfall victory. Doesn't make Gargano look bad.
No.
Doesn't make Ciampa look bad. But I will say this about the last 10 seconds of the match. After Adam Cole gave Finn Balor the last shot, he almost couldn't roll him over for the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
I think, holy crap. So it was definitely like edgy. You see, like, oh shit. But I think tomorrow night we see a new NXT champion. His name will be Finn Balor.
I agree. Finn Balor will become a 2-time NXT champion come tomorrow night. Join the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura and Who
Samoa Joe.
else? Samoa Joe. That's correct. And this to me, I guess you could say destiny because I think it was bound to happen. Like you said, I think we both agree that Karrion Kross was going to be that guy that Finn probably go up against. Maybe bringing back the Demon against Karrion Kross. We don't know. Time will tell once Karrion Kross comes back from injury. But yeah, man, this is I'm looking forward to it. I said it when I saw the match. I think the ref said had to tell Finn Balor roll over because Adam Cole couldn't get up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That clock was ticking, man.
It was on 4 seconds when he finally got him over.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, I was on a fast count, you know? But it was good. Hey, quick question. Is this our first show since the Payback pay-per-view? It is, right? I just want to point out that I went 8-0 in my predictions on Payback. In case you didn't work in the live stream. 8-0. Every pick that I picked won. So thank you very much, everybody. I'll be at 10-0. Thanks.
Yes, indeed. He had to get that in. It's all good, bro. It is all good. All right. Now, moving on to Smackdown. The big dog showed up. Okay. He showed up. Got his brand new shirt. Show up and win. Paul Heyman did most of the talking. Roman said just a little bit, not too much, which is it's great. It's great. They were gonna determine a number one contender. We saw Sheamus take out Big E. Took him out. Hopefully Big E ain't leaving, ain't going nowhere, if you know what I mean. Hopefully he'll show back up Friday night. But they put Jey Uso in the picture. And we hadn't seen Jey Uso on TV. We know his brother Jimmy injured. He's out for a little while. We hadn't seen Jey Uso on TV. And we see Jey Uso in the back with Roman. They talking, and Roman was saying, you know, your brother will win this. He made the family proud. What you going to do and all that? Jey Uso won the Fatal 4-Way number one contender match and will face Roman Reigns at Clash of Champions. Now, I'm not giving away who I think will win because I think it's already, you know, a foregone conclusion to who is going to win that title shot. I mean, a title match. But I want Jey Uso to really look very good in this match. I want Jey Uso to have most of the offensive maneuvers and moves and attacks in this match. I want Jey Uso to show some defense. I want Jey Uso to look good as a single competitor. I want it. I think he has the ability to do it, to be a good single competitor. Okay? I hope he is in control most of the match. And he looks well and looks good. To some kind of way, he can go over as a single competitor until his brother comes back. That's what I'm hoping for. What you got?
It was a shot to get Jey Uso thrown in, which I always say is a good thing because we don't want to always be able to predict everything. We can't all be tantalizing and go 8-0 and predict everything, goes all the time. That being said, I think Jey Uso is a nice wild card they threw in that really threw everybody off. And I'm excited, which, once again, I'm using that word, that WWE got me excited about seeing Clash of Champions just to see Jey Uso versus Roman because of the family factor.
Yes.
We all know what's going to happen. Like, right. Of course, we're going to have our pre-show for the Payback prediction show, whatever. But we all know what's going to happen. You know? And we know Jay's a good wrestler, but we never seen Jay or Jimmy single that much where we really know what they could do in a 20, 30-minute match. You know? So let's see. Let's see what he can do. Maybe this gives Jimmy and Jeremy come back a singles push. They split them up on each brand. Maybe they get some mid-card title runs, IC title, US title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That being said, this also sets up Roman's going to win. We know Roman's going to win.
Yeah.
This also sets up when Jimmy comes back that Jay and Jimmy join Roman with Paulie.
I was about to say that. I was
I
about
mean,
to say that.
you got three guys in a faction who wear black. You know, maybe you got something called the Samoan Shield, maybe.
What were they called with their little short run they had a couple years ago? Blood something?
Who?
Roman and the Usos.
Oh, I forgot. But I would call them the Samoan.
The bloodline, right? The bloodline? Was that it?
Is that what it is? Bloodline?
I think with the bloodline.
Maybe. I would call them Samoan Shield. That's what I would call them.
Samoan Shield. I like that.
Samoan Shield's a name. Yo, that's a shirt
Yeah.
right there. Samoan Shield?
Yeah, but with the shield itself.
Who cares, bro? That's Roman. Roman still wears what? You know what's funny? Roman wears vest in his match. That wore a shirt.
Wore a shirt.
So whatever. But we'll see. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good match. Those two.
I think it will be also.
I think Roman's gonna really put Jay over in a way. He's gonna let him get some good offense and everything. He's
got to.
That's his cousin, bro. And Roman,
exactly.
And Roman's gonna make him look good. Not that he has to, but Roman's gonna sell everything big time.
Yeah. Most definitely. Frank has a question. Go to his question. He said, "Did we hear the vignette of the woman in heels was Eva Marie?" And he said supposedly she said on Instagram Live that she had unfinished business with WWE, and the plan is to bring her back using the gimmick they were going to use for Emelina.
Here's the thing. Back to how people look on the eyes. Eva Marie is easy on the eyes.
Big time.
And now she's got that mainstream show. She's got a show on. I don't know if you've seen it before.
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer for it.
Right. So Vince likes to strike the iron when it's hot.
Yeah.
So because she's mainstream and she got people watching her, her Instagram is blown up. I think she got like 4 million followers on Instagram.
She got a lot, yeah.
And social media is big now with followers and everything, you know? So I think that maybe Vince and them are talking. So we'll see. Hey, listen, let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you have on any of your topics there about the thing that Vince talked about the social, about the Twitch and everything?
You know what? I don't, but we can get right to it. But with the Twitch, I'll let you run that one.
Yeah, I'm glad. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't realized, Vince sent out a memo to everybody saying that if you want any kind of streaming thing like Twitch or any of these gaming streaming things or anything that makes you money or Cameo,
you
got cease and desist. So now this guy is saying, because he owns their names. So you're telling me now they can't even make some side money? Like, yo, I get Vince wants to protect his product and everything.
Right.
But come on, man. It's like it got to get to a point where, yo, enough, bro. It's like, so they'll let Xavier stay with up, down, down because he's affiliated with a WWE Facebook and YouTube pages and all that stuff. But you're telling me these guys can't do cameos? They can't get money for cameos? Like, come on. This is America. We live in a capitalist country where you can, if you have the resources to make money legally, you should be able to do it. This man's a billionaire. So these guys are making some extra change. They're probably making an extra, maybe 10 grand a month. Like, I know Alexa Bliss is pulling in big money on Cameo.
Yeah.
Cameo's for $300.
Yeah.
For 30 seconds. And she's pulling in bank. Who's she hurting?
Nobody.
If somebody's stupid enough to pay for a $300 Cameo, let them.
Yep.
So I think Vince is like I said all the time, is a piece of shit for always trying to control everything. Like, let these people live.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was gonna do a cameo with Mandy Rose. I was. For $100. I was gonna do it. I was. And Vince ruined it for me. He ruined it. And that's cool. You know, you got a chance to make some outside money from the company, and he shut it down. Word was because Lana was promoting the Bang drinks, the Bang energy drinks. That was the word for being the reason why he shut it down. But come on, man, you could have told Lana, look, keep doing that, but don't promote no other stuff.
Yeah, I don't get a problem with. I don't get a problem with the boss of the company saying, "Okay, guys, listen. I got no problem with you guys doing what you want to do to make your extra money, but here's a little restrictions. Don't do this, this, and this to make the company look bad, and don't promote any kind of just have restrictions, but don't stop them from making their money."
Right.
Come on, man.
That's messed up.
Pissed me off when I saw it. I was like, gotta control everything. Give them some health insurance, Vince. Give wrestlers health insurance for life, and then they don't gotta do cameo. Because when they leave the company, they don't got no health insurance.
Right,
But
I know.
you know what I find funny though about that too? Is that he won't give health insurance for life, but if you have a drug problem, you can go to the wellness clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
The last topic. I put it last for a reason, man.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
As you can see, man. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt. All the gold. Wearing the shirt. I'm getting sad again. Just replaying in my mind what Bailey did to Sasha. As you guys know, Sasha lost the Raw Women's Championship. A week later, she and Bailey lost the Women's Tag Team belts. Had a rematch on Friday Night Smackdown and lost. Sasha hurt her knee in the process of that match. And then after all the paramedics checked on Sasha, Bailey gave Sasha the beat down of a lifetime. And reminded me of Marty Jannetty getting thrown through the glass by
Oh
Shawn
my
Michaels.
God! I was going to say that.
Oh, man. Piper hitting Snooker with the coconut. It just, like you see, heel turns, or people turn their backs on their friends and everything. But this one was pretty much up there with some of the major ones like I just named. And I was just disappointed because I wanted it to go further. I wanted Sasha and Bailey to go further before the breakup happened. And, when Sasha lost the Raw belt, Tony called it. He said, "Oh, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. It's coming." He said, "It's coming sooner than what we think." And I was still hoping, man, just go a little further, regain the belts down the line, something to where this can happen at Mania. Now, we don't know when Sasha coming back. She might be out for a little while. She might. We don't know. She might show up Friday night. Because I read a report that her and Big E were discharged from the hospital today and are back at home recovering. So we don't know when Sasha coming back. But with that being said, the foundation has been set. Sasha versus Bailey. I don't know when. Clash of Champions, Hell in a Cell, TLC, Royal Rumble, Mania. We don't know, but it's going down. It's going to go down. I hope it's a match like that takeover match eventually, when a match happens. And let them do what they can do. Let them be themselves when it happens. It's going to happen. Go ahead, Tony.
So, as Jared alluded to, I predicted this. I said it's going to be coming in the next few weeks. I said it. The title defense went down the tubes with the tag team titles versus Shayna and Nia Jax. Mm-hmm. They got the rematch. They lost that rematch. And just like SummerSlam, you never saw it coming. Bailey deserves an Oscar nomination for her performance in saying, "Leave her alone, God, dude. She's fine. She's fine. You want me to help you?" She played it so good. Nobody saw it coming when she gave her the kibosh. Listen, I've seen a lot of breakups in tag teams over the history of wrestling because I'm a connoisseur of tag team wrestling. You know how, in fact, my lineage goes from watching WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the 80s, bro. I really go back to the late 70s, but, we won't talk about that. I'll go back to the 80s when I see a lot of tag teams break up. And, of course, the most famous breakup of all time is Shawn Michaels super kicking Marty Jannetty through the Brutus the Barber Beefcake's barbershop window. When I saw this, to me, this is the number one tag team breakup of all time. Because Bailey beat the bejesus out of Sasha Banks. And the way it looked so real. And this is one when you're friends in real life, how the chemistry is so good because you can get away with a couple of things that you can forgive your friend for because of believability. She was stiffing Sasha pretty good. Couple of knees to the face were pretty stiff.
Mm-hmm.
The kicks when she was on the wall, on the barricade, were pretty stiff. The front face move that she does, Sasha hit face first into the canvas. It was poetry in motion. It was beautiful. I loved every second of it. And Sasha looked so scared as you never see her and so vulnerable. And you never see Sasha Banks looking timid. And Bailey looked like a monster. Like her heel persona really came out and made Sasha look like, excuse my language, her bitch. So now Sasha's on the shelf, which is great. So now Bailey can run roughshod as the champion 336 days in, whatever it is. And who knows when Sasha will return? Will it be Clash of Champions? Will we wait till Hell in a Cell? Will it be Survivor Series? We don't know. To me, let's wait. I say we wait. I say they make us wait. I say they make us wait till WrestleMania. I mean,
please, yes.
Bailey run roughshod over everybody, beat everybody. I'm talking about bring Charlotte back, beat her, beat everybody in the women's division, and don't bring Sasha back until the freaking Rumble. And let Sasha win the Rumble and get her WrestleMania moment. That's the storyline right there. That's it. The perfect storyline. Win the Rumble and get her first WrestleMania win over her best friend at Mania. Bro, yes. This is what wrestling's about. The storylines and pulling you in and getting invested. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. They have done Sasha and Bailey, the golden role models, Team Boss Hog, whatever you want to call them, they have written this perfectly.
I agree. My boy Frank says, he said the beatdown lasted too goddamn long. I was like, man, we get the point. No, bruh. No.
Who's it, Frank?
Yeah, Frank. No, that beatdown was perfect, bruh. Man, she put a chair around Sasha's neck, jumped off the middle rope, and stomped on the chair. When you see that?
Haven't seen that since Steamboat and Savage. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. This, Frank, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure you're still watching. I'm talking to you, Frank. Frank, listen very carefully to me, bro. When you break up a tag team, especially a tag team who are friends in real life, that you have to bring people from the outside in to believe it, a beatdown like that has to occur for legitimacy, okay? That beatdown, you expect that coming out of Bailey. Yes, you knew Bailey was going to turn, or you knew somebody's going to turn, but you didn't think that the beating would be to that severity that she gave her. It did not last too long. It was perfect. Frank, I'm pretty sure you like wrestling because you're in this group, But if you're saying that beatdown was too long, you get the point that you have been watching the whole show and watching properly, because the whole point of breaking up a tag team like that is to make you believe they're broken up and make you believe the other person hates the other person. So Frank, the chair around the neck, the stomp out, the kick, the finishing maneuver, it's all it's supposed to be. And if you say it's not, something is wrong with you. I'm sorry, I did that.
I know Frank said I got a question for y'all. Type your question in, brother. We gonna answer it. Type your question in. But Sean says title for title. No, they both on SmackDown. We know a draft coming. No, can't do it.
I think. Sorry to cut you, but before Sean said that.
Yeah, but Sean said that.
That's not a bad idea, but if you do that, it takes away from Sasha's win at Mania if she already has a title.
Exactly.
You have her vulnerable with no title, chasing everything. She got to win. The only way if they do have a match, I hope Bayley wins in the Hell in a Cell. I hope Bayley beats her every time, and then her only chance is the Rumble. If she doesn't win the Rumble, she gets no shot. So the best thing to have Sasha do is have no title and have her chase Bayley. Have Bayley run, get disqualified, get counted out. Old school tactics like Ric Flair did back in the day. And the culmination at WrestleMania, Sasha gets her moment. That's how you do it.
Frank said this. It was done right. Don't get me wrong. But I actually felt bad, like it was real. That's what wrestling is. It's supposed to make you feel like it's real. Yes. That's it.
You prove on point. Look, Jared and I are the top Sasha marks in this group, okay? Yes. Regardless of my little breakup with Sasha, boyfriends and girlfriends breakup, okay? See, Sasha and Jared are married, and I'm the boyfriend, okay? Let's get this straight, all right? There's no monogamy with the Sasha Banks. You felt bad? Frank, you've proven our point. You've proven exactly what we said. Good. You're supposed to have sympathy. Who would have sympathy for cutthroat Miss Sasha Banks? And now you feel sorry for one of the biggest heels ever in the company. So Bayley did her job. She got you to feel sorry for Sasha.
Frank, I was on the group page saying, Bayley, stop it. Bayley, stop this. I don't want these Sasha to get hurt. Oh, bruh. Even Blanton. James Blanton was like, man, can somebody go check on Jared JB boy? I was quiet, bro. I was quiet. Nothing, bro. Like Tony said, we knew eventually somebody was going to turn on one on the other, but we did not expect it to happen right then and there. We did not expect it to happen. And everything my brother is saying, I agree with him. You know, I want to see it at Mania. I don't care if Sasha taking a break to the Rumble. I don't care. But bring her back in the Rumble, have her win it, and she can challenge Bayley and get it on at WrestleMania.
Way to go, bro.
Yep. So here's Frank's question. Did we notice the Bliss crossroad reversal? Bliss had the clingy hug, and Cross was like, ew, get off of me. And the commentators didn't even mention Rambling Rabbit in the background.
What he saw Alexa Bliss's vignette where
when Bliss went to Nikki and apologized for breaking the mug from the previous week and gave her a hug, and Nikki was like kind of like that, like kind of skeptical of her. And Bliss walked off. Rambling Rabbit was in the background.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I missed that.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Well, we're definitely going down the road with Bliss and Bray, I see.
Yeah, definitely going down that road. Yep. And I guess that story was being told since the Swamp match. You know, I didn't see Alexa Bliss going that way, but you know, once Bray attacked people, you know what happens.
They change.
Yep. All right. I didn't forget. Go ahead and tell a story about you and Jay Washington.
So Jay Washington and me are Twitter friends with Twitter, of course. And when this whole thing started with him running his mouth, he was on a live Collider video. They do shows on live stream on YouTube, and I'm one of the Patreon subscribers. You pay $2 to talk, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And my guy I watched John Campion, I watched all these other guys. They used to be on Collider, they're not there anymore. They're on streaming now. But anyway, long story short, they were talking about wrestling. And Jay was talking about he was going to get into the ring, get back into the ring and everything. And I put a question there. I said, you talk a lot over the internet about getting in the ring, and you had a lot to say about the MVS people. Well, I was 50 at the time. So I'm 50 years old, and I'm looking to get back in the ring. Anytime you want to set up a match, bro, I travel to wherever you are, and I'll go one-on-one, and we can have a shoot match. And I said, it'll be me versus you. I said, loser got to go on live stream and tell, whoever they're sorry. And you're going to apologize if yes for running your mouth. So he replied, he goes, oh, you're just one of these internet tough guys. I said, no, I'm not an internet tough guy. So I replied again. And I gave my phone number and address over the internet. I said, here I am, bro. I don't talk shit. I'll come see you whenever you want me to. And he never replied and blocked me on Twitter. like a bitch. So if somehow Jay Washington ever gets this, if for some reason anybody knows him on his Twitter feed or his Facebook page, send it to him. Jay Washington, you watching, bro? I'm just 2 years later, and I'm still 2 years pissed at you for you running your mouth about MVS. You don't know about wrestling. You don't know about us. And anytime you want to come see anybody from MVS, we'll be glad to meet you. And if you disrespect some MVS, I'll come see you personally, bro. Any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Jay Washington. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
So those that don't know about Jay Washington, he's supposedly comic from Chicago. And he was part of MVS. But he was like a troll, saying this and that. This and that.
A troll. Listen, Jared. Stop being so politically correct. He was a troll ass bitch. That's what Jay Washington is. A troll ass bitch that gets on the internet talking shit. Yeah, I'm talking shit too, but the difference between me and Jay Washington is I'll smack him in the fucking face. I don't care who's watching PG-13, little kids, turn your ears down. Fuck you, Jay Washington. If you ever see this, fuck you, Jay Washington.
Jay Washington went on another page somewhere and talked bad about us, the MVS group, like we don't know nothing about wrestling. Man, we got a hold of that, bro. Tony called him out. Trohan was the admin, kicked him out. Just like that. And we have never forgotten Jay Washington. So you heard it from my man over there. He said it. Yeah, there we go. He said it. All right. So Jay Washington is not liked amongst us, especially MVS. Got my man all mad and everything. So we got Monday Night Raw tonight. I'll be watching. I know you're going to be watching.
Are you kidding? But you can go.
Yes. We'll be. I'm doing a show. Can you get out? Thanks. Don't get on my screen. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Monday Night Raw tonight.
Live stream. Thanks. I'll be watching. Good job.
Other than that, follow us on YouTube. Me, Jay Bizza, 1229. My man over there. Yeah, there we go. Tantilizing, Tone 11. Okay, just as it is. That's him. My brother, enjoy your Labor Day, man.
Yes, enjoy your day off, everybody. Forgive me for family stuff going on. It happens sometimes. Respect you all. Respect everybody. Fuck you, Jay Washington.
All right. Until next week. All right. Well, before we go, I want to apologize also. As you know, man, I'm housing some of my family members from Lake Charles, who evacuated from Hurricane Laura, who are out here. So I've been a little busy with them. So I apologize to all the fans. But we're going to get back on track with this. Definitely. So until next week, peace.